We've played hundreds of games in 2022, but which one was our absolute favourite?
Hi, I'm Julian and this is Libby and we are from BoxedMeeples. You can find us right here on YouTube, but we're also on Instagram and Twitter and other social media that are rising up. So, many games in 2022.
We have.
What is your absolute favourite game you've played this year?
My favourite, and I think I played it all the way back in January, was The Great Wall, and it's one that I'd been kicking myself. I've talked about it on the channel several times. I'd kicked myself that I didn't back it straight off. I've since obviously backed the reprint of it, but in the meantime we've managed to play, a couple of our friends have it, so we've played a couple of versions. One has this full miniatures version, one has the Meeples version, so it's nice sort of compare and contrast, and I'm just super excited to have my own copy as well. But it's just a joy of a game, in my opinion. I love the theming, the artwork is glorious, and I love how it combines the sort of two methods within the one game. So you're sort of sending out different people to be either maybe putting armies on the wall or gathering different resources. It's quite the worker placement style game in the sort of bottom half of the board, which is something that I really love in a game. And then you've got this sort of top half that when your armies are out, they're there, they're fighting the barbarians on the wall, you're matching up what sort of best mechanisms you can use with your card actions. Are you best to put your archers out because you're going to get more points, and sort of really work an engine going with how you're going to get your different points and things like that. So it's that two sides to the game, and all the different ways that you can sort of vary your play with your clans and your cards maxing up, and yeah, just absolutely love it. And I can't wait to get my own set of all those little miniatures, which I think I got the top ones. I went all in.
Yeah, you've got everything you could. What I really love about that game is doing the bare minimum to keep the Emperor happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as you're involved in defending that wall, he's fine with you. But if you don't do anything,
shame on you.
That's fine. I like to do my own agenda while chipping in a little bit to help China.
Yeah.
Well, my favourite game of this year is now my favourite game ever. But it wasn't a game I played until this year. Lots of people talked about it. I was scared of it. But I shouldn't have been scared of it because it prevented me from playing it for so long. If you don't know this game, you really should. It's a asymmetrical at its core war game, a war in a woodland forest, where every single faction you play as plays entirely differently. And yes, that is a steep learning curve.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to play the base game, you kind of need to play a game as each faction, or even if this is on the app, which is a great way to learn, and then you've got an idea of what everyone on the board is doing, and then you can kind of go in for your game proper. So yeah, that does take a time investment to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's a hard sell saying you'll enjoy the fifth game, but I really love it. Really, really love it. I've been playing it obviously since April, and I've played 80 games of this, either on an app or with people. Literally every chance we get to play this with a group of friends, we are playing it. I've had occasions where I've played it till 2 in the morning just because we wanted to have another game. And I love how each of the different factions plays differently. That unique selling point of the game is what makes it wonderful, because then not only do you have a varied game based on the player count, but then you also have a varied game based on who the players are playing as. It feels different at 4 player to what it does at 6 player, and it didn't used to work at 2. I've had people play it who we know and really respect, and they played at 2, just couldn't see the appeal. But now with the hirelings, that's a little bit better, so it does now play better at 2. But yeah, when you've got a group of people around the table who really understand this game, who really know the factions, I find that's gaming really at its very, very best. And the best games I've had are when it's been right down to the wire, where we're all on the cusp of winning, and it just depends on what the other players are doing to when you're going to get that victory. Love Root, and I hope we haven't seen the end of this, because I want more factions, I want more people to play as, and I want more opportunities to play it in varied settings. So yeah, game of the year has to be, for me, has to be Root. But what was your game of the year? Please do let us know in the comments down below if you've played a game for the first time or a game that's, like Libby, came out this year. Let us know down below, and also let us know if you like Root or indeed The Great Wall.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you. If this is the first time listening to our channel, do subscribe and comment and click the bell so you hear when our other videos come live.
And yeah, who knows what games we're going to be playing in 2023, but
there's quite a few I'm excited for.
Yeah, there's lots on the horizon to be excited about. Maybe some future Game of the Years.